It was tough. I was healing. I was sore. I was burnt out. I was no motivation. I'll wake up, I'll be crying.
I don't know if to call it a phase or anything.
Love is not enough.
Yeah.
You need, it's not the easiest.
It's not the easiest, guys.
It's not the easiest. I think that's one of the things that I'm struggling with.
She doesn't know how to go out to do the research.
What will be our greatest challenge this second year?
Yeah.
I didn't like the version of me he would come home.
The most beautiful. That's your fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Finest.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm fine. You start your intro now.
So hey guys.
Hey guys.
And welcome back to the channel. It's Chilo here once again as always, and today is
What are we doing today?
one of my kind of videos. Well, first of all, I have with me the August visitor that used to come once in a year or twice in a year. I have my husband, my amazing husband of 2 years now. I have my husband with me here. It's been a while that you've been on this channel.
Yeah, it's been a while. I can't remember the last time I was here.
Yeah, it's been like sit down video, I think
video.
it was
probably you just see me in the vlogs holding camera. Being the cameraman.
If you're holding camera, they will not even see himself. Like in the background, or when I'm the one holding the camera, you now see his back, his shadow, or whatever it is.
Or you can see me. You can catch me moving boxes through the airport.
Airport husband. So yeah, guys, as you know, I came visiting. I'm currently in Japan. So some of you that are watching and you're confused. So my name is Chioma, aka Chilo. I'm in Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian currently living in Canada, but at the moment, guys, I'm shuttling Canada and Japan. We are new permanent residents in Canada. So I'm in Japan and we 2 years married now.
2 years married.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're 2 years married now, and I felt like let's come and do like 2 years lessons. We did this for 1 year.
1 year.
And this is the second year on. Now, this is not to say that every year we must do it, because I've seen sometimes that a YouTuber starts something like this and then the person did not now do it year 3 or year 4. They will now start insinuating that something don't happen.
Something is wrong.
No.
Something has gone wrong.
No. We are just going with the flow, and because I'm here like on a vacation kind of thing, it only just made sense to like, you know what, let's just do this 2 years married video. Do you want to say anything to my people?
Thank you guys for watching. The comments, the prayers, the settling down. Thank you very much. We are grateful. And yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Yes.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
So yeah, today's video is like lessons learned in 2 years of marriage, like being married 2 years. This is not a teaching or
no.
We are not coming to teach anybody.
No, we're not teaching. We're just basically saying our own experiences.
Yes, our lessons. Teaching is not as if you must do as we say, or no, we are not marriage counselors or anything. As a matter of fact, we are still learning.
We're learning.
We are still like new.
Discovering.
We are still new in this whole marriage business. Till you get to year 10, you are still new self. So, but we are grateful that we are 2 years in, like it's just like yesterday.
2 years, like I can't even believe it's 2 years.
Yeah, yesterday my husband was watching our pre-wedding, and that's the good thing with YouTube. Like I get to keep memories. I was on call with my mom and I noticed that he was playing our pre-wedding, like that our pre-wedding video on the TV.
Wedding series on Chilotalks.
Yeah, and he was just like, "Omo, we are really married, though." And I'm just like, we are really worried, my guy. So yeah, God is faithful. It's been 2 years, and so we're just going to talk about lessons learned, and it's going to be 6 things, just like the last time. I will say 3 things. We'll take turns, and he will say 3 things that we've learned. But yeah, who is going first?
Ladies first.
I know.
Ladies. I'm a gentleman, so obviously. Ladies.
Or do
you want me to go first?
I can go first. That was a trap question, because if you watch that video,
it's still ladies. I'm a gentleman.
It's still ladies first.
Okay, let me go first.
Let me go first.
No, let me go first. Let me go first.
Let me go first.
Okay, let me go first.
Let me go first. Okay, so I think my first lesson is this, especially for this last year.
And we have not looked at anybody's own point.
No. We're not looking at
we've not discussed
anybody.
this. So you're going to be getting a reaction and my reaction.
Your reaction,
yeah,
so it's like
I've not had this before.
First time out of the books, and what he's saying to I haven't heard.
Yeah.
So I think for me, the one lesson that I learned, especially in this second year, it's not like a summary, but this second year was marriage is actually a cycle of mutual help. A cycle of mutual helping of each other.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to phrase this word, but then I remember that my Oga did a short on Facebook or YouTube, and he properly titled. You know, when you have a thought process but you don't know how to title it, he properly worded it and titled it. Like, I've learned that marriage is such a cycle of mutual help. Like, when you're down, person is up. When this person is down, you are up. So it kind of always looks like the marriage is going, there is always 100, but in actual sense, you might be on your 30 today and this person is on his 100. I'll give a very typical example. The last year, I think I had a brunt of the last year.
Yeah.
Like this second year.
Okay.
Not
the second year.
The marriage itself, just for personal development and all. So last year I graduated from my PhD, as you guys know.
Chilo. I like the sound of that.
I graduated from my PhD last year, and I was vulnerable enough to share with you guys that I had severe burnout last year. It was very bad. I don't even think that social media did not really buttress it well, because when the videos came out, I was already done. I think I was already even in Canada when you guys started seeing those videos. But in actual sense, I graduated like September last year, and I was at home for 6 months without doing anything. I was burnt out. I was no motivation. I'll wake up, I'll be crying. Like I was at my low emotionally. Like I don't know what it was, but I was at my low. Sometimes my husband would go out in the morning, I'm sleeping, he will come back, I'm still sleeping. Like, he was not expecting anything from me in that period. So when I was down, he was strong for us. Like, so he was not expecting anything from us. As a matter of fact, he would ask me in the morning, do you want to eat breakfast? Do you want me to put your lunch? Like, of course, during the weekends, my strength, I will bulk cook, and then the fridge is stocked. But during the week, I'm not thinking about, warming food. Like, so he was strong for both of us. Like, he would call me from when he's out, like, how are you? How are you doing? Okay, should we go out? I was really down. So that was one of the times that I really saw this whole marriage is just a cycle of mutual help. Of course, he's had his moments where I've had to be strong for both of us. Yep. But then, like, I'm just going to give my own example since I'm the one saying the point. I think a second example would be when I had my dental surgery. That was beginning of, like that, I said, this last second year, So when I had my dental surgery, guys, I was scared, guys, all that. I was anxious. It was tough. I was healing. I was sore. People say arumbakasi, like my body was just and he was so strong for both of us. He would, in short, the funny thing is, in the hospital, I think they were indirectly always teasing me. When they noticed that my mood is dropping, the first thing the doctor asked me is, have you spoken to your husband? Because he was always with me every step of the way. He was like my strength. I mean, aside God, of course, my human physical strength when I didn't have the strength to keep pushing. Even with job, I had one job rejection, guys, that threw me from, I don't want to go. But yeah, literally just saying that I've learned in this last year that marriage is such a mutual cycle. I think that's just how God designed it, in a way that the home will just shall still be running, because while this one is down, this one is up.
My own, let me balance well. I need to balance.
What's happening?
The first would be, love doesn't get old. There's this expectation in marriage. When you get married, you have the honeymoon phase. Yeah. You get, and things just, oops. And then after maybe 1 year, after 1 year, it gets old. It becomes normal. But for me, I think for me most especially, I don't feel that way. I think it has increased, if not for anything. It has increased. I still have the butterflies. I still feel mushy. It doesn't you know, when you hear people's experiences about marriage, they tell you, okay, the honeymoon phase, after the honeymoon phase, all that and all that. But for me, I've not felt that way. I still feel mushy. In fact, I can honestly say that I love you now more than the day we exchanged vows on the altar. Honestly speaking, I was thinking of that's what part of the thing I was going through my mind when I was watching our wedding series on your Chilotalks yesterday. I still feel more than how I felt on that wedding day. Honestly speaking, it doesn't, you know, the expectation of going down the hill. No, it doesn't feel that way. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be that way. You get, and because of the popularity of bad marriages and how things just go down the drain, you get. Most times you're afraid of saying these things, and people will be like, you've not had challenges. We've had our own share of challenges, but I still feel that way. I still feel that sometimes it might not be the feeling, but the weight of the decision of okay, I have a very beautiful wife, I have a partner, I have somebody that is my plus one. You get. I still feel that way. We can be in this honeymoon phase till 10 years. We're expecting for the. I don't know if to call it a phase or anything. But
I think the phase term is also from social media.
Yeah.
I think funny thing is I feel like this would tally into my second point.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's why I was just
why are you not copying me?
I'm not copying you. That's why I was just like, okay.
Okay. Let's get to your second point.
It would tally into my second point, because now I get it when people say love is not enough. I get what they are trying to say. I get the point of view or the rationale behind that statement. But most times when I watch either a video where someone mentioned that thing or a post is in the line of love is not enough, you need kindness, intentional, and at the end of the day I say you are actually still listing love actually, you know. So my second point is that love is enough, but it's not when you look at it from the emotional standpoint. When you look at it from the biblical standpoint, then you realize that God don't used to lie you realize that the Bible is the only yardstick for what love is. When the Bible talked about love is kind, love is patient, love is this, love is like the Bible, that's what it talked up. So when you're trying to know maybe if someone loves you or not, or if someone loves me or not, it's through that perspective, not just butterflies. So when people say love is not enough, you need kind, I'm like, you are just talking about love. You're still mentioning love. Actually is enough. Love is enough when you look at it from the real definition of love, which is through the biblical standpoint. But if you look at it from the emotional standpoint, which is not a complete definition of love, then that is when the point of view that is out there makes sense. But then to me, so I would look at it from the biblical standpoint, and which is that love is enough, because all the other things you're mentioning after you say love is not enough is still love. So, but love is kind, love is patient, love is long-suffering, love does not envy the other person, love does not covet, love is not that is still the same thing. So love is enough. That's
just to buttress your point further. You know, we live in this social media age where you get one example that fits into the definition of love is not enough, and before you know it picks up steam, it picks up fire, and it's everywhere. And at the subconscious level of our mind is somewhere back there where you're like, love is not enough. But when you now meet somebody, you're now seeing you have love for this person, but at the back of your mind you have put the definition that love is not enough. You're going further to look for what is not there. Yes, you're not trying to search for something that's not there. Yes, but in the actual sense, love is enough. If you do the God's type of love, it is enough. It has everything. It is all encompassing. But you know, with the things we read on social media and all that, you just have to be very careful the things you're feeding to your soul. You can't bring up a better version of love than God's love for man. You can't add to it, you can't subtract to it. Right. Emotion is important too. Sure. It's beautiful, but then it is part of love, not all there is to love. So that's one thing I have actually learned. At the end of the day, when you can look at someone, even in any rough patch, through the whole relocation, stress, everything, you can still look at someone and want to be kind to the person. I want to be nice,
That is love.
That's why I told you it has never gone down.
Yeah, that is love.
Yeah, but when you're scared to say these things on social media, people be like, it's just
give
1
it
year
time.
in, give it time.
Give it.
It's
You know,
2
even
years.
when it was first year, it's like,
Yeah.
give it time.
Give
2
it time,
years.
1
When
year,
when it's from 1 year is the honeymoon. Give it
Why
time.
honeymoon phase?
Because
actually.
in actual sense, if you look at it through the biblical standpoint, when you get to know some, let's say you knew me 80% or 70%, but in marriage, you now see finish is not bad though. See finish is good,
Yes.
but I think with the way it is being talked about on social media, when now you have seen me finish, you know,
keep just like finding treasure. You keep on digging treasures.
You know,
out.
so you now love this person in a different dimension from a place of context, from a place of knowledge,
exactly.
There's some days
for example, guys, before we got married, I've never eaten her food.
Yeah,
I have never. She has never cooked. I've never eaten nothing. But when we got married, my goodness, the food I've been eating, delicacies upon delicacies, variety upon variety. You get, so that adds to your love tank, and it's which is more knowledge you've had.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, it actually increases.
Yeah, the more you get to the person,
the more you get to know the person,
fall in love.
the more you fall in love.
Yeah,
you
with
get
the person. Not just the good though.
Yes.
Because she's talking the good now of cooking.
Not just the good.
Even the not. I won't call it bad. Even
not
the
bad.
not so. For example, my husband will always joke. Sometimes I'm just lying on this sofa in my most bare mood or most I don't care mood, and he'll just say, Chilotalks, living and studying in Japan, see your life outside. And we'll just laugh. But that's sarcasm, inside joke. But what that means is that I've seen you beyond what social media knows, beyond Chilotalks, and I choose you and I love you. It's not just about pictures or videos.
The second point. Okay, for me, my second point will be, our marriage was predicated on 3 pillars. Can you remember? Love,
unity,
agreement, and purpose and agreement.
Okay, no,
4,
love,
right? 4.
Agreement, purpose, and unity or something.
So the unity part of it is what I've experienced in this second year. Marriage is more about things I've learned. Making decisions together. Coming together, making a plan, a target, and working towards it. So I've had to see that aspect of our marriage in this second year play out even more. Once we set a target on something, we work towards it. Most times you don't associate that with marriages.
Yeah,
you get more like
people associate marriage with romance or something.
There is that part of that part
that pursuing 10,000.
10,000, like that thing is true. 2, 1 we chase whatever you want to say, but 2 we chase 10,000. You get that. I felt that more this second year more than any time. So there's that unity of purpose. If we put a target to something, we work towards it, even if we don't achieve it in this so and so set time, but we come back, we're accountable to each other. Where are we at? What do we do next? That's brought us even more closer.
I think I remember one of the days in Toronto when we moved to that second Airbnb, that I was telling you that I think we've gotten even more closer with the relocation period.
Because we had so many challenges.
You guys watched the relocation dilemma. We had so many challenges. For every time those challenges came up, there was that you are all I've got. We are all there's this thing to say we are all we've got.
We are all we've got.
So we are sitting down. I remember that transit visa, sit at the airport. This one is doing.
Yes.
There's that. So I think
have you passed this stage? Did this stage?
I remember I couldn't go to the last stage because we were having issue with the second stage. So I had to wait. Like I get what you're saying, because I feel like we've always been close, and generally speaking, like my mom was here last year and she always jokingly say, what you better do is not marriage, you better do friendship. I used to laugh. So we've always been close. He's always been my G, like, and all, but I feel like the relocation even brought us more, and
not even about just chasing purpose together.
Chasing purpose together,
setting a target, going at it together.
Because when you now see the result, there's that we did it.
There's that celebration you get. And that release of purpose.
And I genuinely think that we even achieve things faster.
The Bible does it. Every word of God in the Bible is a principle. 2, we chase 10,000. Just don't give us a target. If you give us a target, we're going to achieve it. Just don't give us a target.
We just have to agree.
If we can agree on this issue
and just see that,
forget it.
The why. For example, even this phase of shuttling between two countries and having intermittent long distance and all. It's not the easiest.
It's not the easiest, guys.
It's not the easiest, to be honest.
It's more difficult than the first
long distance because now we've stayed together, we've liked each other's company, but just that target, we know there's a why.
We know there's a why
this is happening.
Yes, that's my second point. I felt like it brought us closer.
Okay, I think my third lesson, it's almost going to be
I'm not copying
you, babe. I think it will almost tally with the second point that you gave is marriage has taught me that you complement, you don't compete. Like you complement each other. He's not a competition to me. I'm not a competition. Now I've always known this, but in marriage sometimes you have a tangible to that theoretical knowledge you have, right? You're not there to compete.
You're not there to compete. I don't understand why you're competing.
I don't understand why you're competing with your spouse. Why?
You guys are literally one. You guys are one. So why?
Calm down and enjoy the person's strength. So like it's a case of my strength. He's weak where in a place where in an area where he has weakness and I'm strong in it. Calm down. I got us in the area where it's not my strength. I'm not trying to do independent woman. I'll calm down and I'll enjoy that is your strength. For example, I used to say I'm not a morning person.
She's
like
not.
At all.
If you wake her in the morning,
you will not. The version of me.
You're gone. You're fired. On Saturday, don't call her until it's 4 p.m.
The version
Secret about Dr. Chilotalks.
Voila. The version of me you get when you wake me abruptly. It's not the version you want to see. Like I'm not a morning person, but I can stay up late doing things, chasing things. So my husband, on the other hand, if he can sleep 3 a.m., my husband, and he will still wake up 7.
Person,
he's such a morning person. So now what happens is he's not going to wake up in the morning, which he knows is his strength, and start waiting for me to do something that he can just easily do because it's your strength. For example, he wakes up in the morning, he knows that it's not my strength. I think that's one of the things that I'm struggling with long distance. Because I have to be strong both morning and night now. I have to be strong now, but I didn't have to be strong when I was with him because I know he got us in the morning. So for example, he wake up in the morning, before I wake up, he's done the dishes that we use in the night. He has put my food in my lunch plate. I just have to wake up, take my bath, eat breakfast, and leave the house. There's nothing else. So he's not waking up. He's not awake in the morning now and expecting me to wake up and put food in his. No, this is not saying that the women that do this or if tomorrow I start doing it,
just do what works for you.
Just do what works for you. And it's not something. And the truth is, we never sat down to agree. We never. He just.
Goes back to the complimenting again.
Yes, in short, I think if there's a time of wake up, my husband will be scared. He'll be like, why you awake by this? Like, go to sleep. Like,
was it a bad dream?
Like, he just has this. I got us in the morning. Go and sleep. Now on the other end, at night, I know that me and my husband can be watching movie date night. You think you're talking to somebody?
I'm gone.
My husband has slept, so I know that he's not so much of a night person. So I got us in the night. I'm the one that is quick to babe, let's eat now before you sleep. Babe, let's eat this is no, I want to prep this before morning. So I'm such a night person, but he compliments me where I don't have to be strong, and I compliment. For example, when it comes to finances, for example, it's my strength. Like, it's my strength. It's such my. He never argues it. If I tell him, babe, we need this thing like this finance, he'll be like, oh, okay, is that what you think? Oh, okay. Of course, he has his input, but he just acknowledges the fact that, is it this one? It comes naturally to you.
Yeah, you can't be gifted in every area. Once you recognize that this is this person's gift, you just go with it. Just don't argue about it. Just go with it. The refined product will be better than when you handle it.
And it's for the betterment of everybody.
And it's for the betterment of the family.
For example, when it comes to anything tech, internet, IT, I have nothing. Somebody called me in Canada to ask me about YouTube, gadgets. I said I was so dumb on the call. I don't have any. I'm not the person you want to call. Editing software, I'm the YouTuber. Editing software that I'm using, it's my husband that found it out.
But here is the balance, right? She doesn't know how to go out to do the research. You get. So I go out, I do the research, I tell you this is the software you need, this is the software you need.
Yeah.
But after like a month, I forget how to use the software.
Then I have picked
she
up.
takes over.
Yeah, because it's for my channel.
Do
So
you
I'm
get?
using it.
Yes, because you are conversant with the software.
Yeah.
I am not. So,
It's not only just YouTube stuff. Even as little as anything internet interface, it bores me. I
find it interesting.
So for example, now flights, I don't stress myself.
She doesn't like booking flights.
This 1 hour ago, I was on call with some people in Canada that were just teasing me. You will soon come back, or you will soon come back, and they were asking me time of my flight. Men and brethren, I did not know. I had to ask him, baby, what time is that my flight? Which airport are you using? I did not know. I had to, baby, what's that my airport? Like do you know the funniest thing? I was the one flying from Vancouver to Japan. My husband was the one monitoring the flight.
Yeah, I was tracking the flight.
My husband was the one tracking it. My husband was the one telling me that your box has not yet come out.
Yes.
My own is just to chat him on WhatsApp. Baby, I just landed San Francisco. He tell me, okay. Now, of course, I'm not stupid. Without him, I would do it.
Yeah.
But he just comes so naturally to him that even though I know it, he's just trying to be doubly sure now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like anything. Okay, now yesterday he was telling me, babe, you have to choose one day before you go back and bring out all your computer issues, all your internet issues. For example, guys, my Gmail. Let's not get into it. Bring your 100 on that one that is your strength. I bring my 100 in the one that is my strength. There is no competition. Nobody got time for competition. Hey, time for competition. Hey, nobody got time for competition. You shall for me till I hang Jesse. Hey,
my turn.
Is your turn?
Last
point.
Last point for me, I would say patience. There is a reason why patience is one of the attributes of love. There's a reason why. For me, I'm somebody that I don't like going late to anything. I despise it. I hate it. I hate going late. You can ask my friends, let's go there on time.
Yeah.
You get, but when I got married to my most beautiful wife.
Why are you saying it like that? I beg you.
She knows how to do, the last person that will enter heaven. No, that last minute, I don't like it. You get, but what marriage has taught me is that you have to have patience. You have to have patience. There are some times where I want to go early for something, I'll just break it.
No, it's not as if, sorry to cut, not as if I'm too late.
No, she's not too late.
For example, someone tells us be at this station by 4 p.m. I'm the kind of person that I will check the bus time and see that, okay, if we use this bus, we'll be reaching by 3:57. I'm okay. My husband wants to be there by 3:15.
What if the bus has
and then you
an
have
issue on the road?
45 minutes.
Not 45. 45 is to be at least 20 minutes to the time.
So me in my head, I'm like, baby, I will be doing there for 20 minutes. Like
20 minutes, just relax, gather your composure.
So that's
you get
last minute heaven thing is talking. No, it's
not that last minute. When the door is closed, I just enter.
It's not that bad, guys.
Baby, it's not that bad.
My flight from Vancouver Airport to San Francisco was 7 a.m. flight. My husband was on my neck from 1 week. Baby, you have to be there by 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
4 a.m. Even when I told the Uber driver, the man asked me, what's your time of your flight? I said 7. He said 7. Are you? I live in the house by this. Men and brethren.
But there is an advantage to that.
There is actually.
You have to clear US customs. You have to clear this. You have to clear that. You get, and you have time to just relax. If you want to sleep at your gate, I don't have any issues with it. But I have an issue where we're juggling boxes, we are running up and down. You get, so one thing marriage has taught me in this second year is to be patient. Sometimes I just take a deep breath, allow the patience to overwhelm me. You get, and not be fidgety. I'll just allow the patience to just take over me. After it does for a while, I'll just calm down. And once I calm down like that, she will now, pick up on it and starts.
No, I think there's this new one he has learned. I told you recently. I noticed it as I came back. So my husband now. Baby, you must really think that.
No, it's not. That's how to apply the patience in marriage.
God, you can see problem.
You get,
sometimes
whenever we're going out for something, right, and I sense that, babe, we need to arrive 10 or 15 minutes early, and she's taking her time, I'll say, my love.
No, it's not even that my love own. Okay, yeah, it's still part of what
you
she
get.
has.
I'll just stress on the my love. My love.
I will not be like,
We need to get going.
I'll soon be done. So no, it's not even only,
It's not that one.
It's not only, it's that one.
Which one?
But it's not that way it's been happening.
Okay.
So for example, now
now.
we're supposed to go out by, like now we're supposed to go out soon, maybe by 4. And it's already 3:50, and maybe I'm styling my hair or I'm in the mirror. I'm trying to
You have
check
to have
my
patience, guys.
I had
Patience.
to check my feet, and then I'm like, hey babe, I already know that his patience tank because of time. My husband is very, very time conscious.
My God.
He's already going low. I can see it from the air. But I'm just like, hey babe, what do you think about this way I pack this hair? Now the previous him, maybe in our first year, would be like, yeah, it's okay, it's fine, and that's it. And I can already sense that, okay. But since I came back now, if I tell you, babe, what do you think about this? Or should I use the white strap of the watch or this thing? You know, I'd be like, it's fine, my love.
You stress on that. You stress on it.
That you can tell that. No, of course, my husband, we don't call ourselves our names. That was one agreement we had in our marriage. So I know that we have endearing names, but I know that in that context, you could have easily said, oh, it's okay, babe.
Yes.
But he will use either my darling or my
tone up the sweetness.
He'll be like,
I'll buttress your point.
so I think he's doing
That's
that
patience.
to force himself to be patient.
Exactly.
You know, and what it now does, like I told you that day, what it does to me, it hurries me. I can see that he's being doubly intentional not to run low on patience. Wala. So now quickly maybe pack it that style, and I'm like, I'm done, babe, we can go. So yeah, I think I get what he's saying.
Yeah, so that's it. Just patience. There's a reason why God included it as part of the qualities of love. So sometimes you just embrace it. Find a different way of applying patience. You get, like she said, just stress on the my love. And once you do that, everything is fine. That's just it for me.
Yeah, I think my last question, like the last time, would be, do you have any regrets, anything you feel like you could have done differently? Or
regrets about marriage, or
about marriage, or an action or something that happened the second year? Just any regrets at all?
No regrets at all. I didn't have any regrets. None.
Yeah, for me.
Do you have any regrets?
Guys, honestly, I don't have any regrets. I think our greatest challenge, what would be our greatest challenge this second year?
The distance.
Yeah, the distance.
The distance. Having to adjust back to distance was very, very tough, especially in the first month was very, very tough for me, because once I come back, everything about the house reminds me of you. I'll just be like, oh my God, what is going on? Yeah, so that's the toughest for me.
Yeah.
But I just had to now start. I started reading up on distance in marriage, listening to podcasts. Just building on my.
He recommended some podcasts.
Yeah, I recommended some podcasts for just building on my knowledge of how things should be, how intentional I need to be, and all that. Minus 16 hours is big, guys.
Honestly,
big. 3 p.m. is your 11 p.m. in Canada.
I know that 10 p.m. Japan is my 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
6 a.m. So it's a lot.
The previous day. Okay, no, the same day. Same day.
But 6 a.m.
Yeah, so it's a lot. So having to adjust that time difference, you're coming back, you're asking, how was your previous day?
Or good morning, how is your preparation for work when you're back or
so
something.
That can also, so I had to do some reading and listen to some podcasts, some people that have been through that same phase, and that's the toughest.
I think for me the challenge I would say, of course, long distance has not been the easiest, especially because like people will always say, if we did the distance immediately after our wedding, we might not have felt it this much.
Yeah.
But doing it after you stayed with the person, you've built a life, you've built a routine, you built a tradition together.
Yeah.
It is tough, guys. It is tough. But I think aside that, since you've already touched on that one, I would say that the challenge I had the second year would be having to deal with my personal exhaustion and mental breakdowns.
That was really tough.
Yeah, it was very tough, because I remember one of the days when I was praying to God, I was like, God, even if you don't help me for your son, because
Yeah.
I didn't like the version of me he would come home. And let me just imagine you come home and your wife is just, baby, how are you? Fine. How's your day? Fine. Sometimes we'll be talking, I'll just start crying. What happened? Nothing.
Yes.
You know, I didn't like it.
You don't even know how to help.
You don't know how to help. He tried. So I think that was challenging, because I did not even like who I was when I looked at the mirror. Yeah, I think that was one of
Could I have done anything different
in that phase? No, you were very, 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 very like present. I remember I'll wake up some days, you've put sticky notes of encouragement on my laptop. Some days I'll wake up, you've put sticky notes on the mirror. Some days I'll wake up, you sent me a message. You know, you were very, I think it was even your intentionality in trying to bring me back up and made me feel like I need to be fine, if not for anything, for this person. Like, I saw the efforts you were put, and I didn't want to frustrate you. No, I really appreciated those sticky notes on laptop. Actually, when I was going through job rejections, if I have a picture,
were tough.
honestly, if I have a picture of that, I'll put on the screen. It really did pour into my love tank. Yeah, of course, it poured into my. I told you now, it did pour into my love tank, but I wanted to be fine.
Yeah,
you know, I just wanted.
Sometimes you just have to just give it time.
Yes.
If you hurry it, it becomes plastic.
Yes,
You get it. Doesn't the fundamental healing doesn't really happen. So
Yeah.
just take it one day at a time.
Never-
What do they call it again? I think
academic burnout.
academic burnout. It's a real thing, guys.
He
Trust
didn't.
me.
I don't know if I was the one always saying it's me. He'd be like, "Baby, you don't give this thing time. Give it time. Be patient with yourself." Like, yeah. So, I think that's all for this video. Do you have any other thing to say?
I enjoyed my time here. See you guys.
See this, all this.
Guys,
all this-
check out. Do you like this? Do you like this beautiful?
I think they've seen it on me in one
they've
of my
seen it on you,
vlogs,
yeah.
but then I got
She got it for me from
I got on
the
church.
church. Yeah, I really like it.
I got the
really like
bigger
it.
size too for him, because he saw me wearing it. Of course, he's one of the first people that saw it,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Oh, babe, I like that shirt." I'm like, "Say no
She
more."
got it. I really like
So
it.
yeah,
Efficient. Blessed.
and it kind of tallies with the fact that we've had a blessed 2 years.
Yeah, we've had.
Like, I can't even cap. We've had a blessed 2 years, and it's been good.
Yeah.
It's
You
genuinely.
know that part of the Bible that says 1 John 3:19, and hereby we know the truth, and we shall reassure our
ourselves.
hearts before Him. Trust me, guys. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing 2 years of marriage, and I'm looking forward to forever.
I swear,
Forever.
like, it's been good.
It's been good, guys. Trust me.
It's
been
really,
good.
really been good. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. All these husbands of YouTubers, they used to show once in 6 months, too,
Once
but
in
when they
6
now
months,
come
guys.
to sweet them,
No, it's really nice.
make
Chilotalks.
it make sense, guys.
60K. So
Thank you guys
Thank you.
so much for watching.
Share, like, subscribe.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video of our 2 years in marriage.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. I see your comments. I see your congratulatory messages.
Yeah.
I see your encouragement.
Yeah.
Advice, lessons learned. I see it
Yeah.
all. Thank you very much, guys. You guys are doing a good job. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. See you next time on Chilotalks.
Bye.
Bye for now, guys.
Chilomo. Chilomo.